It's not every day you see a plane passenger exit out of the emergency door, but United says that happened this morning as a plane taxied to a gate at O'Hare.
I think everybody was just kind of a little surprised and kind of doing, did we really see what we really saw?
Mary Ellen Eggleston is a director for our San Diego sister station, and she was on board the plane and took this video which shows the open emergency door.
I just saw him as he was exiting out, and that was it. I guess he landed on the wing and then fell to then jumped down to the tarmac or slid down to the tarmac.
Even emergency dispatchers sounded stunned on the radio.
He jumped off of a plane. It just says he opened the door. We got it on camera. It looks like he opened up the back door of the aircraft and walked on up to the wing.
Yes, this did happen. There was a man that jumped off the airplane door. This is one that had already landed, so it wasn't during flight. And I just couldn't stand the 3-year-old that was kicking his seat anymore. I couldn't take this. So he jumped off the plane. And of course, I'm sure all of the consequences will fall his way. But other passengers, as I was a little surprised by, said they weren't really worried or fearing for their lives since this was happening this way. Watch more.
United says its ground crew stopped the individual outside of the aircraft. The airline says the plane then arrived at the gate and passengers deplaned safely.
There was no real risk of an accident here. It certainly is a sign that behavior is deteriorating in ways very scary to all on board.
Eggleston says the flight crew handled the situation well.
There was no panic. There was no worry. I felt like we were in good hands.
Everybody's calm, I guess so, because the California man was arrested on Thursday after allegedly opening that emergency exit that had just landed in Chicago, as we just found out. And CBS Chicago reported this. Frank Davila is his name. He's 57 years old and he's been charged with reckless conduct. And that's according to Chicago police. Seems like a very general charge. Reckless conduct. That could happen anyway. That could happen at the mall when you hang over the edge on the second floor. It's reckless conduct. I guess it's just as bad as hanging off an airplane wing. But that seems like it's further of a drop than people would imagine. I feel like once he's there, he's like, oh man, this is a drop. This is serious, Dave. What are your thoughts, man?
Well, Jayar, when was the last time you flew into Chicago O'Hare or Midway? I mean, these airports are disasters, and I can understand the desire. You want to get off the plane first. You want to get over to baggage claim, or if you don't have a bag, you want to get through all those terminals and be able to get out of there. It's going to be a long process. So, people are getting more and more deranged. And whether it was a kid kicking him from the front or the back, or maybe he didn't like the service of the flight attendants, he said, enough already. I'm in Chicago. I'm getting out of here. I'm Jake and Elwood Blues. Let's go. I'm glad that everybody stayed calm, and I think it's just a sign of the times that there are a lot of crazy people who are traveling these days, and all we can do is say God bless them.
But what's happening? What's happening? There's always been frustrations with kids on flights. There's always been frustration with long waits when you're sitting on the tarmac, and when those things happen, delays, weather stuff. It doesn't matter, mechanical things, whatever is happening. For some reason, people are losing it more, and now emergency exits are being opened, and I don't know if people are gonna try and start pulling this off mid-air. It's getting worse. I don't know when it stops. Let's look at this really fast. Graphic 4, because this is how bad it's been getting. In April, the FAA announced its largest ever fines, $81,950 for a passenger who allegedly hit a flight attendant, tried to open a cabin door, headbutted and tried to kick crew members and passengers, and a $77,272 fine for a woman who allegedly tried to exit during flight and repeatedly bit another passenger. Also, the FAA received more than 5,500 reports of unruly behavior last year, and the spike in passenger outbursts prompted some airlines to develop an internal ban list. Crazy. What's happening? I don't know. I mean, people aren't drinking more before they get on flights. That was always available.
Just to reassure, because I know there are a lot of anxious flyers out there who are thinking, oh my God, now people know that they can open up the cockpit, they can open up the cabin door mid-flight. No, you really can't. I mean, because of pressurization and all that sort of thing, you cannot open these doors except when they are on the ground. So that's the first thing. You don't have to worry about people getting sucked out and the door being open, all that sort of thing.
Because I'm watching too many movies.
However, this will delay your flight if somebody jumps off the airplane and gets on the wing and jumps on the tarmac, either while it's en route to take off or after they've landed. I mean, that's gonna cause all kinds of problems. So if the idea is, well, you wanna get to the gate or you wanna get through the airport faster, don't do it, because the odds are you'll get arrested, and the odds are that you're just gonna delay things for everybody.
Oh, you're definitely not getting home or to your destination if you pull this off. So not a very good thought.